Rise and grind, and welcome to this video. We're going to be talking about one of the most powerful strategies for growing your YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. And hey, if you've been frustrated with the growth of your YouTube channel, or if you feel like even your growth has been declining a little bit, I don't blame you, because YouTube can really be an emotional roller coaster. And I'm actually going to be talking about a strategy that I learned from a video I posted 5 years ago. And I'm going to show you, while I was living at an apartment in Southern California, I created this video and it helped us grow our YouTube channel, Video Influencers, the other YouTube channel that I do with Benji Travis, co-author of YouTube Secrets. And the very early days when we were just getting started, getting those first few hundred and first few thousand of subscribers, I'm going to reveal that whole strategy in this video. And, you know, as a result, today, I've used it multiple times over and have grown multiple YouTube channels to over 2 million subscribers combined. And so buckle up, smash the like button, because this episode is power packed with some strategies that you can really use. And it's based around this strategy called trend surfing. That's the strategy, trend surfing. And this is how to rapidly grow your YouTube channel by leveraging trending topics. But hey, if we are just meeting, my name is Sean Cannell. I am the co-author of the #1 best-selling YouTube strategy book, YouTube Secrets, and I'm fired up. Let me know what you're drinking in the comments below. I'm sipping on some Nespresso, and I am ready for the training today. And we're talking about trend surfing, and today's video is brought to you by vidIQ. And if you haven't got vidIQ yet, you definitely want to grab. It's one of the best softwares for growing your YouTube channel and making data-driven decisions. So shout out to our sponsor for this video, vidIQ.com/think gets you a free trial on any of the paid plans. And here's a huge key. You can use vidIQ for free if you haven't downloaded it yet, but you want to make sure you install the vidIQ Vision plugin for Google Chrome. So when you go to the Chrome web store, you can get this for free. And again, vidIQ is free, as well as this plugin is free, but there are some paid plans that give you some better features, and you could check out links in the description down below for more details on that. But hey, trend surfing. The goal here is to ride the wave of trending topics. Now, a friend of mine, Jeff Moores, is a surfer. He lives in Oceanside, California, and I've been out surfing with him before. I'm terrible. Like, I get all this, my arms get tired. I can barely stand up, even though I have the most spongiest, biggest longboard of all time. It's difficult. But when we're out there surfing, when I'm surfing with my friend Jeff, I've learned that what you do is he watches the waves that are coming. He watches the different waves that are coming, and he kind of sits there. And let me know, are you a surfer? Have you ever tried surfing? Do you hate the water? Are you scared of sharks? Tell me in the comments. And he watches the waves, trying to see a wave that is coming. And when he sees a wave that is coming, he turns around, he starts to paddle, and then he pops up and he rides the wave. How does that relate to YouTube? Well, YouTube is a massive platform, you know, all these views every day, all these videos uploaded every day, all this consumption, over 1 billion monthly active users on the platform. And trends is one of the most important things to apply to your YouTube strategy if you want to grow your channel. And it's kind of like this. There are always these different trends in your industry, in your niche related to your channel. There's always these different waves coming. And the key when it comes to winning on YouTube, just like riding the perfect wave in surfing, is spotting the trends, is your timing. You know, you don't want to wait too late. That's what I would try, is I'd say, okay, oh, a good one's coming. He'd say, try to catch this one. I'd kind of turn around. I wasn't really ready. I'm like, just like zoned out. Like, I can't even stand up, Jeff. I'm not gonna be able to ride this wave. But if my timing's off, if I don't turn around, if I don't spot the trend, position myself for the trend, take action, and then start putting in the hustle and start paddling and pop up to ride that wave. And here's the thing. Sometimes you try to ride a wave like me and you pop up, but you fall over, you kind of miss the wave. No big deal, because there's always another wave coming. But the key is trend surfing. And I'm going to be sharing some specific tools that you can use to leverage this. I'm going to share some examples of how channels with less than 1,000 subscribers have used this strategy to double their channel and get tens of thousands of views. And I'm going to be talking about some things at the end of what I've learned from my early days on YouTube that has led to over 2 million subscribers on YouTube, leveraging this strategy. And just like Richard Branson says, opportunities are like buses. There are new ones coming every day. So don't feel like you've missed your opportunity on YouTube, or you've missed a chance to even cover this topic or this trend. There's always going to be another one. There's always going to be a new trend to surf. And so this is the trend surfing strategy. So the question is, what trends can you surf in your niche? And tell me in the comments, have you ever put out a video based around a trend? What's a trend? Well, it could be something trending in news. It could be the latest tech product. It could be a trending diet. It could be a trend in quilting, or it could be a trend in dog training. It could be a trend that's in a way, there's trending seasons of the year. We call them tentpole seasons. Halloween, right, is a trending season. Or maybe there's Thanksgiving. There's certain, if you have a cooking channel, you want to be thinking about some of those things. So let me know about if you've ever kind of leveraged this strategy, and I'm going to give you some details on how you can go really deep and apply this to your channel. But I want to introduce you to Dr. K. Dr. Karthik is got a great YouTube channel, and he helps ambitious individuals and burnout. And so he does a lot of videos like this, like how anxiety affects your body, how to overcome burnout, how to get your mind right. And so definitely a YouTube channel to check out. But when he posted this video that you're seeing here, he had a few hundred subscribers. So I know that if you can use this strategy, it'll get you over 1,000 subscribers, especially when you use it right. And so he was making videos that were very practical, that were timeless and not as much timely. And that's great as well, because YouTube is an evergreen platform. Like there's maybe just practical things, like if you have a carpentry channel or like a fixer up your home channel, and it's like how to drill a hole in a wall. There's like that video. If you search how to drill a hole in a wall, there's like millions of views on those videos. So sometimes there's videos that are kind of timeless, evergreen. People are always searching for them. They solve a specific problem. That's a good strategy. But trends jump on something that's happening in culture. So this is just kind of general. This is how anxiety affects your body. That's relevant this year, next year, and the year after, right? But what he did was using this strategy that he learned from being a part of at a deep level from one of our deeper coaching programs. He made a couple videos about real mental health doctor, as he is one, a naturopathic physician and got all the degrees and whatever else, reacts to the Joker. So Joker review and reaction by a real mental health doctor. Now, we just saw that he was getting around 170 views. This video got 17,000 views. Then he did a follow-up, and he actually did a scene-by-scene reaction to the Joker, a trending movie, right? A very polarizing movie, a very like, wow, that's intense, and a lot of things being put on display, mental health issues, different things. So here's the key, because the mistake people make, and maybe even your objection is like, well, I don't want to just leave my value proposition of my channel and just randomly follow trends. I'm not going to just follow the teeny boppers and whatever they're doing. I'm going to focus. No. You are tying the core value proposition of your channel into relevant trending topics that could be happening in music, viral videos, memes, movies, the cultural conversation. So in order for this to work, you do want to be plugged into what's happening and looking for connections that are relevant to your channel niche and topic. You see how powerful this is? And the crazy thing is, I think now he's at a couple thousand subscribers. He's at like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. So it busted him from a couple hundred subscribers to like 10xing his channel by leveraging this on just a couple strategic videos. I'll link this up in the description down below, but Heather Torres on the Think team recently interviewed Erika Kohlberg, who went viral, 3 million views in under 8 months from leveraging trend surfing. And what she started to talk about was, again, real lawyer. She's a lawyer. She actually has some really great resources for helping content creators like us in terms of like trademarks and making sure disclaimers and things like that are good on your websites, around your products, your YouTube descriptions. But she explains the stimulus package, and she did a lot of stimulus check videos relevant to her niche with legal advice, personal finance advice, and things like that. And you could see these videos on screen. Massively blew up her channel in a very short time. In less than a year, I believe, she has gotten to 71,000 subscribers from 0. And so if you want to hit 1,000 subscribers, 100,000, like whatever your goal, this is not just a good strategy to start with right now, wherever you are. This is a good strategy if you want to get your gold play button and you already have your silver play button, right? And so really, really powerful. And we have a full Think Marketing podcast out on that, which I'll link in the description below, where Heather interviews Erika. So definitely check that out. Now, This is Brendan Burchard. And years ago, I saw him do this. Again, he's in personal development. He's not going to be talking about the Joker, probably. He's not going to talk about the latest Avengers movie, right? But what he's paying attention to is what books and conversations and themes were happening in personal development, which is his industry. So when he was doing this weekly show called called The Charge Life, he made a video on how to develop grit and what is grit. Okay. Now, when he released the video, Trend Surfing, Angela Duckworth's book, Grit, was a top seller. It was top of mind in the conversation. It was the top trending topic pertaining to personal development. So he releases a video, mentions the book, and it's like, maybe you've heard of Angela Duckworth's book. It's a pretty good book. Here's my take, and then just pivots right off of that trend, surfs it, and then takes it into his own kind of tips and rides the trending topic. Here's the key. If you want to win on YouTube, titles matter. Tags can help a little bit. Thumbnails, huge deal. These things really matter. You get your description right, your tags right, your thumbnails right. But if you're not talking about the right topics, then you're not going to grow at the rate you want to. Does that make sense? Like, the title of your video, how it's written, is almost less important, although very important, than actually what it is you're talking about in the video. So when everyone is thinking about a certain thing and the Joker is trending, then Dr. K's video gets attention. People go, oh, this is very interesting. It starts to trigger the YouTube algorithm. The video starts to spread. He could have just done another topic about how anxiety affects your body, or a real mental health doctor reacts to the Joker. You're going to post a video this week, one way or another. Which topic you choose determines your destiny on YouTube. It's the power of trend surfing. Let me know if you're getting value out of this video, and smash the like button if you're getting value. So I got some tools to share with you, but here's the definition of trend surfing. Based on the promise value of your channel. This might eliminate some things, right? You're not just trying to think, what is the coolest thing in culture? It's actually starting with, what is the promise value of your channel? What value does your channel deliver? Then what trending topics could you use to create strategic videos? Got it? So that's the definition of trend surfing. Whatever your promise value of your channel, helping ambitious individuals end burnout, overcome anxiety. Well, there's a mental health conversation happening around a movie. Okay, I can tie into that for my channel. Fair? So it's a strategy, and by the way, it's a strategy that you will learn and get better at over time. My friend Jeff Moores can surf those waves like crazy. He's got the style, he's got the short board, he's got the right sunscreen on and this wetsuit, and he whacks and all this stuff. I don't even know how to carry a surfboard. It's like I'm dragging it on the ground. It's this huge long board, so you can skill up the more you practice, the more you go surf trends, the more you create videos strategically and test ideas and test concepts, the more likely it is that you're going to hit one that could change your life, business, and YouTube channel forever and help you reach that 1,000 subscriber goal and beyond. So we're also going to, I'm going to show you an example of that too, that helped me reach my first 1,000 subscribers on a different channel. But let's talk about a couple free tools. I'll show you some other tools, and here we go. So one of the free tools is Google Trends. You want to do trend surfing, you want to learn how to do Google Trends. And so here's an example. What you can do with Google Trends is you can enter in topics and actually see if the trend is rising, if the trend is going down, and you can see if it would be smart to create a video around that particular topic. So let's just, say, for example, Halloween. And this practically will give you an idea of when you should post videos related to that topic. Now, notice this. You can actually not look at web search, but you can look at YouTube search. And then you can also say, okay, let me look in the past 5 years. So I want to look at these. These are why these are called tent poles, trending tent poles, because every year, obviously, it's peak on maybe the day of or right around before. But you also see when the trend begins to rise. So this is September 22nd. People are probably searching what costume should I get? There's another inflection point around October 13th. Then you really want to maybe put your video out, and then it really begins to rise. You probably are almost a little late if you're talking about it, later than that. And so let's actually look in the past 90 days, and we can actually see the rise of interest. October 4th, it's the beginning of the month, and then it really is starting to spike here on the 25th. Makes sense, like week of, etc. So this is one example, but let me show you with this channel that you're on right now, Think Media, and let me know how long you've been a part of the Think community. Appreciate you being here. Mostly what we post, right, is tech review, tech tutorials, and even more specifically, tools for creators. Best camera for YouTube, how to take better photos with the Canon M50, Sony A6400 versus A6600, etc. So when I'm also trying to pick out what topic should I talk about next, let me just give you an example of how powerful this tool could be. You could go Canon M50. So what I want to do is I'm going to actually compare trends, interest, and that's what you're trying to create on YouTube. You're trying to figure out like, what is my target audience interested in? So, okay, who's interested in the Sony, the Canon M50? That's my first question. Then maybe compare to the Sony A6400, another camera we highly recommend, very powerful and popular. And then maybe compare to the Canon 90D. And you could do this with like 3 different topics in your industry, your niche. And then I'm going to make sure it's on YouTube search, and I'm going to say in the past 12 months. And so now I'm trying to actually determine where I want to invest my energy. This is just one signal of how much interest, how much, conversation is happening around these particular cameras. And what I see is that by and large, the M50 is more popular than the other two. And the other two very much compete when it comes to their overall interest over time. See how powerful that is? And so it could even see different regions that people are interested in it. But at times when we say, because again, now you probably know Think Media is this community of creators. We've got Nolan Molt, and Tony Ariola, and Heather Torres, and Omar Altakori, right? And hashtag Team Omar. And we've got these different creators. And so we're able to cover a lot more content now. We're uploading 5 videos a week here. But one of the things we still have to audit our time. We can't even talk about every camera in the world. We're trying to find the best camera and invest our energy wisely. So we're leveraging, where's the interest at? Where are the trends at? Now, sometimes, by the way, we're going to be covering some Fuji stuff, because Fuji's like, a lot of people know, but Fuji's putting a huge bang for your buck in terms of how much features you get, in terms of the dollars invested when it comes to the camera conversation. But the interest of the Fuji like X-T200, I said it wrong probably, Fuji like X-T200, is maybe like flat. So what does that teach me? That teaches me that if I make a video titled like best camera for YouTube, well, then you don't know yet about any of the cameras. You maybe are like, I need your help. That's why I'm watching this video. But if I actually want to get new viewers and reach 1,000 subscribers, then I need to be talking about topics that could actually bring an audience. Does that make sense? Like if you were to say like best massage gun, which are those like impact guns, I've been using them because I'm a runner. Like, I don't know what the model numbers are. So I'm watching your video so you can lead me to them. And there's maybe interest around what is the best massage gun, but I don't know even the names of the guns. Vice versa, the M50 itself has influence. It's not just Kim Kardashian that has an influence. Cameras have influence as well. Depends on which one. Products have influence. Products are influencers, right? And we could see this based on the interest of the Google Trend shows us. Let me just give you one other example. If you're in health and fitness, and we have people like some of our Video Ranking Academy students like Ben from Keto Camp. So I understand that vegan and keto are 2 radically different things, but what's interesting is you also might say, what language should I be using? What trends should I be using? And what's interesting is we can see here that keto as a trend, as like food, as exercises, as books, it has been on this massive rise. Notice again, peaked in a January because everyone around the beginning of the year, come on, this is strategy for your YouTube channel. People are like, okay, New Year's resolutions, got to get my diet right. It's time to like work off those holiday calories. Come on. And so you could see those different trends, but you actually could see that if I was going to make a vegan-based channel versus maybe a ketosis, keto-based channel, or even content, Maybe it fits my natural living topic that I'm talking about in general, whichever. This just gives you some data. That's one tool that you can have in your arsenal for when it comes to winning with trend surfing. Now, this is just a couple examples of, it can also just be very practical, right? Like, it doesn't have to be connecting your video to the Joker. But when I talk about here, this is our niche, right? The value proposition is cameras. So even before the Canon 90D came out, I did a stream on it based off the Canon Rumors site and the specs and the different things with it, and the promo video that Canon linked, etc. But it did very well, 26,000 views. Might be higher than that. I don't remember when the screenshot's from. 90D is coming should you upgrade. Here's the key. I'm talking about the right topic at the right time that there's interest around. And this was a live stream, just like this one, right? Where I was able to jump on it. This is why we encourage you to build your battle station and to be able to go live, because being able to go live and talk about a trending topic is one of the most powerful things at your disposal, as opposed to like shoot, edit, try to get the video done, upload. That's good too. But it's like, you could just react quick, kind of say, here's the news, here's what's breaking, etc. So this is kind of an example of trend surfing. We're surfing the trend of the Canon 90D. We talked about the Canon M50 Mark II on one of our monthly tech Q&As Omar and I did a while back. Now that the Mark II is out and is really a firmware update more than a camera update, it's not quite as much of the rumors and the release date and the things that we expected. But nevertheless, there's a lot of viewership and interest around that. Why? Because that's one of the trending topics in camera culture and the camera industry, right? This is Bobby Eberly, who's one of our students of our program called Video Ranking Academy, and he's a conservative news channel. And so tell me who you're voting for in the comments below. Okay, that's when the Civil War started at Think Media. And so conservative news channel, and there's all kinds of different channels online, but he has the opportunity to jump on all kinds of headlines, news stories, trending topics. He's about to cross 100,000 subscribers. And here's one of the things I want you to know about Bobby as well. No matter what you believe, here at Think Media, we just encourage you to vote your values and to know what you believe and why. And but the huge point that I also want you to hear is you probably don't know who Bobby Eberly is. And why does that matter? You might know Phil DeFranco. You might know the Young Turks. You might know CNN or NBC or whatever. But this is how much opportunity is on YouTube right now, friends. He's almost at 100,000 subscribers and you've never heard about him. I just want to encourage you. It might feel like YouTube's crowded, but it's not too crowded. It might feel like it's too late to start on YouTube. It's not too late. If you were to say, well, there's already a bunch of other news commentary channels and political channels. Yeah, and there's room for more. If you have the right strategies, though, right? If you've got the right tactics, you put in the work, and if you leverage trend surfing, all you need is one video to break out to change the whole future of your YouTube channel. You see how powerful that is? So it's just another example, and even more powerful when you're in something that has a lot of trending topics and a lot of powerful things that are constantly like being clicked on, that are polarizing, that people are passionate about. On video influencers, a while back, there was the worst adpocalypse, right? Where we started hearing about what was going to happen to kids channels and fines for kids channels or creating kids content. And now YouTube's changed since then, the COPPA and that whole thing. Well, again, you maybe shouldn't have talked about that on your channel, but we should have, right? So Benji had Jeremy on, talked about it, and we jumped on a trend surfing. The question is for you now, and I want you to tell me in the comments, what ideas are coming to you? What topics do you need to be talking about? Are you spending enough time reading the news in your industry, reading the headlines, the news, the blog posts? Have you identified the 10 to 20 blogs and news sites you should be following in your industry? Like I follow Engadget, The Verge, Canon Rumors, Indie Film, whatever, No Film School, Tube Filter. Like I need to be in the know of my industry. I'm not following, the latest quilting, because when you hear about a certain trend, or you might even get an idea from some journalist that wrote some article about something that inspires a piece of content that could change your YouTube channel forever and help you break over that 1,000 subscriber mark or that 100,000 mark. And notice Daryl Eves did the same thing, as he should have. Like this was like we should be talking about the trends and the topics in our industry. So how do I find trending topics in my niche? Well, we've already shared some tips, but I want to go into how to spot a few trends with vidIQ. And as a reminder, there are some links in the description down below. Not only thanks for vidIQ for bringing you all this information and sponsoring this video, but there's also a couple bonus videos that Erika Kohlberg, Think Marketing episode, part 2 of this series in terms of how to break 1,000 subscribers. But I want to show you some really cool tools for actually now how to spot some trends using vidIQ to find trending videos. And the first one is the Keyword Inspector tool for trending videos. Now, when you get vidIQ installed and you were to look up something like real estate, and you've got the plugin installed, as I showed you earlier, the vidIQ Vision, okay? You want to make sure you click this, Enable Inline Keywords. What it actually does is it shows you the tags that other channels are using. But here's what this particular tool can help you do. You can click on Real Estate for Beginners, and it's going to bring up this window. And then it shows you a lot of keyword research volume. That's a topic for another day. Notice what's on the right side of the screen here, though. The top 10 trending videos. So this is Keyword Inspector for trending videos. You can go search your topic, look at some of the top videos, and look at some of the keyword phrases or the topics that they're using, and meaning tags, the keyword phrases they're using. And then it'll tell you the top trending videos, which could inspire a couple things I want you to see here. How many views per hour these videos are getting. So then you see this 22 days ago, Bigger Pockets says, should you invest in real estate right now? 50 views an hour. So here's then how you apply this strategy. You go, okay, right now on YouTube, there is consumption at a high level, 50 views an hour on a particular video about a particular topic. Once you begin to understand the YouTube algorithm, you're thinking, hey, I have a real estate channel. I have an investing channel. What title should I use next? What topic should I cover next? You see this, the video you should make next, or that this should inspire, is should you invest in real estate now? Now you're going to pivot the title a little bit. You might say, coming real estate crash. Of course, those types of videos get clicked on. Coming real estate crash, question mark. Is now the right time to invest in real estate? And you're not going to say the same thing as him because every investor's got a different opinion on the topic, but you're leveraging this because vidIQ is showing us the top 10 trending videos, just about one keyword we clicked on. How to raise capital and other real estate answers. This might inspire you. You're like, I totally know how to raise capital for real estate. Multifamily real estate investing, different than single family. So it's actually showing us, though, the view velocity of each of those videos. And that's just by using the Keyword Inspector tool and seeing the trending videos. And you can do that. There's a couple different ways I'll show you. Now, also most viewed videos. Okay. What's that? When you have vidIQ installed, what's cool is you could click up here and there's a little toolbar and you could say most viewed. What you can do now, so you can type in something like Canon M50. So if I'm thinking I want to see what is trending, what's happening regarding what is the conversations around the Canon M50. Let me, they did load there. Let me I'm just changing the screen size. Do you see me? Cool. All right. So we'll go back. We're going to most viewed and we're going to maybe go, let's go 30 days and we're going to go Canon M50. Now notice on the right side, there's some search filters. You could also say, I only want to see channels with, a certain number of subscribers, which is powerful because you might relate that to up to 1K, up to 10K or whatever it is. And how many views the videos are getting and how much velocity they're getting and even where they are, because you might want to relate your content to videos that are of a similar channel size or videos that are of a similar subscriber size, because that's probably a good world for you to relate with, get suggested with, get recommended with. And I'm kind of having to redo it, but you're seeing the answers here where you're seeing some different video ideas that I could get in regards to what people are talking about. Mainly lately, the Canon M50 Mark II. But even if I want to do some research, right? Like I want to actually see what other people's point of view on that particular thing is, There we go. It's kind of loading. Maybe it's the Viltrox. I didn't know about the Viltrox lens for the Canon M50. So maybe I want to order that up. I didn't know about this feature because it's hard to study cameras, like whatever it is. And it's telling me the views per hour, the velocity of that particular search term. And you could type in any search term and even niche down if you want to find some very specific things. Even the vidIQ score to say, okay, can I learn anything from the optimization of that video? Can I discover anything from the optimization of that video? Super powerful. All right, tool number 3. Top videos watched by your subscribers. Question is, how do I do trend surfing? How can I find trending videos? So vidIQ also has this web-based app.vidiq.com. And a lot of people, even if you've been using vidIQ for a while, you may not even know about this. So what you could do is once you have your channel connected, besides getting a lot of really cool analytics and data and feedback, you can go over to the subscribers tab here. And it'll actually say, based on data from Think Media subscribers, and this would, I'm assuming, is the other subscribers that have vidIQ, because once you install vidIQ, it kind of can like get some data from you, which just becomes helpful to the whole community. So based on 20,000 of the Think Media subs, it's seeing that, okay, free video editing software is a top video watched. Yes, Jennifer Lopez. And this is a good example. Maybe like, I don't care about that. Fair enough. Like, okay, well, yeah, people who watch Think Media also watch music videos. And maybe I do a video of like, oh, how they got that shot. Like it could be because, but chances are there's going to be some I skip over. However, what I could be inspired by, and Ziovo, who is actually one of our video influencers interviews, great channel. He's making best free video editors. I'm like, okay, man, a lot of people in Think Media are talking about that. I should make that video as well. I am discerning the interest of the people who've already raised their hand to subscribe to Think Media. And so I can look through here and look for other, if you will, trending topics. I see some stuff that are really related, multi-camera, podcasts and live streams, the world's cheapest. This is one of the videos I wanted to do. The world's cheapest cameras, like get some of those crazy cheap cameras off of YouTube. That's been a top of mind thing. So I'm being reminded of it right now. Just another tool of the top videos watched by my subscribers to discern, man, what's trending? What are people clicking on? What are people interested in? Because if you post a video that nobody wants to click on, it doesn't matter how good the video is, right? Like it could be the best cinematography. I've never seen such good editing. Man, your music design is off the charts. I've never seen someone communicate so well. Dear God, your thumbnail is a work of art. But if all those things are true about your video, but people don't care about the topic, well, then no one's going to watch it. Furthermore, you could shoot a video on a baked potato, like an older Logitech webcam, $50 used off eBay with like peanut butter smudged on one of the microphones, plug that sucker in, echoey room audio, but deliver some serious value based on a topic people care about. And that video could get thousands of views, tens of thousands, and even millions. That's been seen time and time again on YouTube because you're talking about the right topic. Smash the like button for peanut butter smudged microphones and webcams. And let's look at number 4 here. And then I've got that powerful case study as we land the plane and coming up in just a second. But trending videos for this search term. Trending videos for this search term. It's kind of like number 1. But at the end of the day, when you are looking at things like this, you could type in something like, I use the keyword inspector at the top of the screen, and you could just type in a keyword directly. So in this case, I'm typing in the Canon M50. I'm seeing, again, Tech Gear Talk. He's doing a ton of stuff. He's going super deep on the Canon M50. I'm seeing Canon's video, by the way. It's kind of funny. Read the comments on that one. It's pretty funny. It's a pretty polarizing video. A lot of people watching it. The battles in the comments, it's amusing. Of course, camera conspiracies, some different things. So, you could type in something like this. Again, you might look at something like Heather's channel on the Think Media team. It's about homeschool and seeing, okay, homeschool routine, homeschool tour. You're seeing things like that. Cami, wife of Tony Ariola, has plant-based kitchen. So you might just type in plant-based. And again, you're able to look at plant-based breakfast. Awesome. What I eat, plant-based. Okay. Plant-based in Thailand. Interesting, right? important supplements for a plant-based diet. And you might be like, oh yeah, that's true because of plant-based, I've got some supplements. Bang, I got 5 in my cupboard right now. Let me shoot that video. It's getting 505 views per hour. And Plantful Kiki probably is a pretty big influencer, but you might say the top 3 plant-based supplements or important supplements, and her video is getting 500 views an hour. Your video starts being suggested next to it. This is the strategy. When I think about trend surfing, also like a freight train, right? And there's like this high-speed Amtrak train going super fast. That's that bigger influencer, that video that's blowing up on YouTube, that video you wish you had. You're just starting. They already have 500,000 subscribers. You're like, oh, I don't know if I could ever break through. You can. You see that video going full speed by using these tools, and you have like a grappling hook. And what you do is you throw that grappling hook onto the train. It clicks on. And now you're like Indiana Jones being pulled by a train, right? You're being pulled through some like tumbleweeds and like the desert, you know, your hat flies off as his hat always does. He always recovers it. And you're like kind of like almost like water skiing on the desert rocks next to the train to save the person in distress and get the treasure, whatever. So the point being is you're grappling on. The goal and the target is to be talking about relevant topics, to discern what viewers on YouTube are interested in watching, but to also show up in suggested, show up in recommended, and really leverage the YouTube algorithm. So I've got a powerful case study that I need you to see here in just a second. But if you've been getting value out of this video, hit the like button. And if you want to try out some of those tools, you actually can get access to a paid plan of vidIQ for free for 30 days to check everything out I just showed you, vidiq.com/think. But check this out. YouTube magic happens when you post the right topic at the right time, with the right title and the right thumbnail with the right content. You want a little YouTube magic formula? There it is. You got to discern which topic, which video should you create next. At the time of recording this, we're going into the holidays. Do you need to be talking about Thanksgiving, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, holiday shopping? Are you making your plan for New Year's right now? Are you really getting strategic about talking about the right topics? You also need to put them at the right time. You can't be lazy here. You can't hesitate here. You got to be quick to get that video out at the right time. It does need to have the right title. Writing titles is critical. And you have to have that powerful thumbnail. These are things to master and dial in. And make sure you're subscribed here on Think Media, because we've got a lot of resources for you, as well as you can see some resources in the description. And then you have to build the content around all of the above, because you can't just have the first 4 right, but not make a video that supports the promises you made in the other things. This is when YouTube magic happens. And when you leverage the trending strategy, trend surfing, it can really, really get you major results. So I want to show you this and how this strategy changed my life early on, years ago, when I was starting to transition into YouTube full-time. Wasn't even full-time yet. So this photo was taken with Benji Travis, co-author of YouTube Secrets, August 2nd, 2015. This is the early days when video influencers had 0 subscribers, okay? Which is our other channel. It now has 632,000 subscribers. Since then, we wrote the book YouTube Secrets, which is crazy because it has 930 reviews. Like, it's the best-selling YouTube strategy book in the world, which has happened over the last few years. But never forget that you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And great things start small. And never let your small YouTube channel make you small-minded or shrink your thinking. You got to dream big and take massive action and stay in the trenches, right? You got to hustle, punch fear in the face, punch perfectionism in the face, and press record. And I think back to these early days, we're trying to get discovered from 0. We're trying to get the channel noticed. We're trying to get the content noticed. And I posted this video as one of the first videos on video influencers. I'm living at my apartment in Southern California with my wife. I was the campus pastor of the church, of a church at the time, and I was doing my YouTube channel on the side. And so this was my home office in our 1,000 square foot apartment in Irvine, California, where the cost of living is higher than the wealth of Donald Duck. Donald Duck, the duck in that one where he swims in the gold. Come on, somebody tell me in the comments, who are we talking about? Scrooge McDuck? Yeah. Okay. So living in this apartment and wanting to test out this trend strategy. And remember that your YouTube channel grows one subscriber at a time. We started with a couple interviews just from relationships and connections on video influencers 5 years ago. And this particular video, I had saw people like Gary Vee talking about Meerkat, a live streaming thing. These platforms aren't even really relevant right now. But at the time, promise of the channel is video influencers. We're going to teach you about video. So that's our promise value proposition. So I'm paying attention to what's happening in culture. Then you hear about this thing called Periscope. And Periscope is going to come out. There's news that it's going to come out on a Friday and that it's going to launch on a Saturday. Well, fortunately, I was working 50 plus hours a week as a campus pastor at a church. It was my main thing. And my day off was Friday and half the day on Saturday before I would go in and get ready for Sunday morning at church. And so I saw this and I was like, trend surfing. I was like, I have to act fast. I see this wave coming. I'm going to turn around, start paddling, pop up, and I'm going to try and surf this thing. And at this time, our videos are not getting very many views. We're just starting our channel. And so what I did was I started on Friday. I studied everything I could and I downloaded both apps and I started learning everything I could about them. And I got ready and I outlined a video. But here's the key. This is even worth watching. The content is good. I didn't just like throw out a random video, that I really wanted. It's 4 minutes and 41 seconds. It's a really good video that actually answers the question. What's the difference? Which one's better? And so a huge key was that I acted fast. I saw it. I put in the work. And then I got up on Saturday morning, shot the video, edited the video, and uploaded the video on Saturday. And it ranked #1 on a brand new channel. It was outranking, I think, Engadget and Verge beat me, or their video came out about the same time. And I was right there next to them. Again, David and Goliath, man. And you may feel that way right now, where you're like, I just got this small YouTube channel. I think it's too late, man. There's too many big channels. I can't break through. That's not true. If you put in the work, spot the trend, you really hit that timing. And so I hustled, I acted quickly, and I put the video out. And it was one of the initial videos that by itself grew our channel by over 1,000 subscribers in those days. Like, it led to awareness, people discovering our channel. And never forget that your channel grows one subscriber at a time. One niche specific topic that people view, they connect with you, they relate with you. They go, wow, this was valuable. They put time and effort in this video. It helped me solve a problem. It informed me. It educated me. It inspired me. They click subscribe, and you build up your YouTube empire one person at a time, one subscriber at a time. You want to reach 1,000 subscribers? Use this strategy. And when you do, remember, it's just like surfing. And if you've never been surfing, take it from me. It's hard and painful. I'm excited to do it more, though, sometime in the future. That even though I missed multiple waves, I kept trying. And eventually I remember when I got up halfway and I got to ride the wave for about 5 feet before I fell over. But that's when you put out a video around this using the trend surfing strategy, and maybe you don't get a viral video and you don't even get 1,000 subscribers, but you get 28. You put out a video and you normally get 5 views, but this video got 50. You put out a video and you normally get 5,000 views, but this one just got 50,000 or 500,000. Waves are always coming. Trends are always coming. And when you apply this strategy, you will be able to grow your channel. Just keep going for it. Keep experimenting, and I think you'll get some great results. Smash like if you're getting value out of this video, and tell me in the comments below, have you put out any videos using the trend surfing strategy before? Or what is one video idea that you have related to this trend surfing strategy? And here's the thing. This particular video also uses a powerful strategy that we called the versus strategy. So it actually combines 2 of our favorite strategies here at Think Media. And Heather Torres recently broke that down in the part 1 of this video series that you're watching right now. So click or tap the screen to watch that one. If you haven't watched that one yet, you combine these 2 strategies. My gosh, 1,000 subscribers is going to be in your pass, and you're going to be on your way to that silver play button. So click or tap the screen to watch that video. Hit like if you got value out of this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.